I'm Morgan Trost. I'm a high school history teacher and I'm also the prom sponsor. We have a meeting at the very start of the year that we kind of go over what exactly is prom and the history of prom and what their responsibility is, because most people think that it's something that the teachers and parents throw for the kids instead of the juniors throwing for the seniors. So we kind of go over that, and then a lot of it is just me telling them that this is their prom, not mine, and not to stress because it's going to look great no matter what you choose. Decorating is kind of a whirlwind of everything. There's so much going on. We usually have 5 or 6 different projects going on at times. Most of it we do from about 3:30 until 9 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday, till the day of prom. It depends on when my planned period is and when juniors are available to come help. So my job is mostly just to keep them all separate so we're not getting everything mixed up. But if we have a good group, then it usually goes pretty smoothly. Mrs. Watson actually was my saving grace on the DJ. She books our DJ. It's the same DJ that we have for all of our homecoming dances. I will book next year's DJ with him the night of prom this year. A lot of our food and the drinks, the punch and the water, comes from donations from the junior class parents. We rely solely on them to provide the food. Officer Toman is there and he has everyone blow into the microphone.
All right, this is a PAS 4 alcohol system. It looks like a regular flashlight. On the side here, this is a vacuum. To start the vacuum, you push this button, it's gonna light up. And what that does is that vacuum's running, and when someone's talking, their breath is gonna come in here. This is gonna register whether there's any alcohol in their system. And when it does, this is gonna light up. Of course, it's gonna go green to yellow to red like anything. That will give you an indication whether that person has alcohol in their system or not. And then if they do, at that point, we go with the PBT or the preliminary breath test to check for the blood alcohol content. Purchased this my first year here about 7 years ago. It's about a $900 instrument, and we use it at every prom. And then if anything else is needed, any other gatherings or events, that's when we need to use this. And
then he just kind of is my eyes up top of the gym and watches for anything that's inappropriate. And I also got handed down the D-Lust spray from Mrs. Watson, so I yield my D-Lust spray, and if there's anything inappropriate, then they get sprayed.
I'm Stacy Larson, and I am a junior parent that is helping with the after prom party this year. After prom just is a way to have a safe and fun environment for our students to gather after the prom dance. We open the doors a half hour after the prom dance ends, so prom ends at 11. We'll open the doors for after prom at 11:30, and then they have until 12:15 to get there because a lot of them want to go home and change out of their formal attire and put on more comfortable clothes. And so we give them till 12:15, and then the doors lock at 12:15. So if a student chooses to leave before after prom is over, they're not allowed back in. There's a pretty large percentage of our students that attend prom that do come to the after prom. I would say probably 85 to 90% of our students do attend. We have an after prom committee. It's a combination of the juniors and the junior parents that has done a really great job of coming up with a variety of different games, and we have some inflatables like the obstacle courses and human sphere and things like that we have a company coming and setting those up for us, in addition to lots of different to win it games and things like that that the parents have planned. Our juniors raise funds throughout the junior year, and then we use the funds to buy the prizes. We started out in the fall, and this fall during Fall Fest the juniors had a bake sale. And then during the month of October, we did a Prom Bee fundraiser where it's kind of like when your yards get flamingoed, instead of flamingos, they got prom bead, and we had prom zombies that were set out, and then they paid to have them removed to new locations, and they got to choose new locations. That was a big hit. We've done a potato bar at concession stands during the basketball game. A fundraiser that they just finished was called the Chicken Poop Bingo, where they sold raffle tickets for different squares on a grid, and then wherever the chicken decided to do its business is the winner of that pool. And that was actually a pretty big hit. And then we've done the painting of the panther paws and the curb painting of their addresses with panther paws and stuff on each end of those. So those are some of our fundraisers that we take part in addition to the many businesses and community organizations that have contributed to our After Prom funds.